Mixing the wrong two oils together has destroyed more engines in less time than almost anything else I've seen walk into my shop in 35 years. And the worst part is that the people who did it didn't know they were doing something dangerous. They thought they were being smart or thrifty or solving a problem. And what they actually did was start a chemical process inside their engine that cost them thousands of dollars. If you've ever added a different oil to a low engine on the side of the road, or mixed up your quarts at home, or bought a jug from AutoZone and topped off what you already had in there without thinking about it, you need to hear what I'm about to tell you. Let me start with the one that I consider the most dangerous and the most misunderstood. Adding any quantity of fresh oil on top of severely degraded, sludge-laden old oil is not a maintenance strategy. It's an acceleration of your engine's failure. I see this more than you'd think with older trucks on fixed incomes. The owner notices the oil is low, adds a quart of fresh oil to bring it up to level, and considers the problem handled. Here's what actually happens inside the engine. Degraded oil that has been in service too long is carrying oxidized hydrocarbons, metal particles from engine wear, combustion byproducts, and depleted additive chemistry that has already reacted with contaminants. When you add fresh oil to that mixture, the healthy additive package in the new oil begins reacting with the acidic byproducts in the old oil. The fresh anti-wear additives are consumed faster. The detergent and dispersant chemistry in the new oil begins trying to move the existing sludge through your oil passages, which can actually dislodge accumulated deposits and send them through your oil pump screen. The fix, when you're a quart low, is to do a full drain and fill first, then check why the engine consumed that oil in the first place. The second dangerous mix is putting a wrong viscosity oil in a modern tight clearance engine. Picture an older gentleman with a 2019 Ram 1500 that calls for 5W20, and he runs out of that at home and dumps in a couple of quarts of 10W40 he found in the garage from the last oil change on his old boat motor. He figures oil is oil. What happens in the engine is real. The viscosity modifier chemistry between a 5W20 and a 10W40 creates a blended mixture with inconsistent flow characteristics. The oil film thickness in a high-clearance, older engine specification would be fine with 10W40, but in a modern Ram with tight bearing tolerances engineered around 5W20, the thicker blended viscosity restricts oil flow through narrow passages, reduces flow to variable valve timing solenoids, and increases hydraulic resistance at startup. The tolerances in modern engines are tight on purpose. They were designed around a specific film thickness. Running the wrong viscosity, even in a blend, is not harmless. Always use the viscosity your owner's manual specifies. The third dangerous mix almost nobody talks about is combining a high-zinc racing oil or diesel additive with a standard passenger car synthetic. Some truck guys get the idea that adding a diesel-specific oil additive or a zinc-heavy racing supplement to their regular passenger car engine oil will give them extra protection. What they don't understand is that high phosphorus and zinc content, which was common in older racing and diesel oils, chemically attacks modern catalytic converters. The API-SP standard specifically limits the zinc and phosphorus content of passenger car engine oils to protect emissions systems. When you add a zinc supplement or a diesel additive to your standard passenger car synthetic, you risk poisoning your catalytic converter, a repair that runs between $1,000 and $2,000 on most modern trucks. More is not always better. The additive balance in a quality API-SP certified oil was engineered by chemists, Adding random supplements throws that balance off. And the fourth situation I want to address is mixing full synthetic with a transmission fluid when someone mistakes the fill tubes. I've had this happen twice in my shop in 35 years. Both times the customer did their own oil change and inadvertently used the wrong fill port. Automatic transmission fluid in the engine oil creates immediate problems. ATF has a completely different additive package than engine oil, different viscosity modifiers, different detergents, different friction control chemistry. Mixed into engine oil, it reduces the film strength, changes the viscosity profile, and the friction modifiers in ATF can actually cause accelerated wear on engine surfaces designed to work with standard engine oil chemistry. If you've ever accidentally added any amount of fluid that wasn't motor oil to your engine, change the oil immediately. Don't drive on it. Now, the one situation I want you to relax about: adding a quart of a different brand of full synthetic to an engine that's a quart low and you're 100 miles from home. Brand-to-brand mixing of API-certified full synthetic oils, Mobil 1 into a Valvoline engine, Pennzoil into a Castrol engine, is fine in an emergency. The base chemistries are compatible. The additive packages from different brands don't react dangerously. You're not going to hurt your engine by topping off with a different brand in a pinch. The key word is API-certified full synthetic. Don't mix old and degraded oil. Don't mix wrong viscosities. Don't add supplements. And don't add anything that isn't motor oil. If you only take one thing from this video, take this. When you're a quart low, the right answer is a full drain and fill with fresh oil in the correct viscosity from a quality brand, not a top-off with whatever's available. Your engine will thank you for the extra 30 minutes. Check the description. I've linked the specific oils and filters I recommend for common truck engines right there for you. Next time I'm running Mobil 1 head-to-head against Quaker State, two oils with more history between them than most people realize. And I'll tell you which one wins in 2026. Take care of your engine. It's the only one you've got. I'll see you next time.